What up, YouTube? Timmers here. Now here is my review for the new Sopranos prequel film, The Many Saints in Newark. Now it's still a surprise that The Sopranos is already one of the greatest TV dramas of all time. And when they announced that they were going to be doing a prequel, I'm like, okay, could this possibly even work? Could you even do something Sopranos related without the late James Gandolfini? But then they announced that James Gandolfini's son, Michael Gandolfini, will be cast as the role of young Tony Soprano, and my perfect casting right there. Then they announced that it was going to take place period time with younger versions of the characters that we knew and loved from The Sopranos. And I'm like, okay, I can definitely get this one to go. And the trailers of course dropped, and so I got even more excited. And so of course I saw the movie, and I'm happy to say this is probably one of my favorite movies of the year. It's literally that good. This is of course directed by Alan Taylor, whose last couple of films did not do so well with the critics. Like he did Doyle, the Dark World, which actually did do so bad with critics, but there were people who were not a fan of it. People even considering that should be one of the worst Marvel films there is. So yeah. Then he also, I believe, the last thing he directed was Terminator Genisys, which, yeah, that happened. But and so he pretty much went back to the HBO territory because you guys know he has directed HBO shows before, like he directed Game of Thrones episodes and all. And I gotta say, I thought Alan Taylor did a great job with this movie. He really, you know, like what he was able to do with these characters was really intriguing. The movie is, of course, actually produced by. It's even produced and written by original Sopranos creator David Chase, who did such a great job. Sure, he didn't direct it himself, to be honest with you, because I'd love to see David Chase back directing again. Because last time this last directing film was actually this little music drama a couple years ago called Not Fade Away, which had James Gandolfini in it. It's a shame he did not direct anything after that, but I know he did such a great job with this film. Alessandro Nivola, who I gotta say gives an Oscar-worthy performance as the role of Dick Malsano. Now, if you guys don't know, Dick Malsano was actually the father of Chris Malsano, who is of course portrayed by Michael Imperioli on The Sopranos. And I gotta say, Alessandro Nivola, he's so underrated. Like he has popped up and stuff here and there, but he never really got that full on big break. Like he's popped up in stuff like Jurassic Park 3. He's popped up in Face Off. He's never really had like that full on lead role. Like he was pretty good in that recent karate movie with Jesse Eisenberg. I forgot the actual name of that one, but he was actually pretty good in that. And I gotta say, you know, he was so good in this. Like, I'm not even joking. I literally think he deserves an Oscar nomination. Like, if the Oscars was held tomorrow, this guy deserves the Best Actor nomination. I don't know about a win, but definitely a nomination is perfect for him. Of course, he also had loads of other cool cast members here too. Billy McSusan played the role of Wally Walnut. He's no Tony Sirico, but I still thought Billy was so awesome here. You also had Corey Stowe playing Junior Soprano. John Bernthal as Johnny Soprano. Of course, Johnny Soprano is the father of Tony. Vera Farmiga played the role of Tony's mother, Olivia Soprano. Ray Liotta as the role of Dick's father, Hollywood Dick Malzano was great. He also has a twin brother here named Sally Malzano. It was so cool seeing Ray Liotta back in the gangster route because of course he is best known for Goodfellas fame, and Ray Liotta, this is maybe his best performance since Goodfellas. He's done stuff. Obviously, he's done stuff like since Goodfellas and everything, but he has not really had like that great, awesome performance that he gave in Goodfellas. And I will say, and like I said, this is his best performance since Goodfellas. He is so great in this. There's also a scene where he was laughing, and I'm like, boy, they just gave us that that iconic Goodfellas laugh that we see loads of Facebook memes of. Yeah. Uh, of course, he also had Talib Balsam, from Rocky fame. Was pretty decent in this. Joey Diaz, Azaro, Buddha was great. Now, now none of the Sopranos actors made appearances or anything like that, but Michael Imperioli did actually appear as most of the narrators. So when you're hearing someone narrate, it is actually Michael Imperioli's Christopher, which I thought was really cool there too. Uh, and Michael Gandolfini, I hope he does more stuff in the future. I'm hoping we see him as Tony Soprano again in the future. He embodied this role perfectly. I mean, you could definitely like you could definitely tell this is James Gandolfini's son. He embodied like I think James Gandolfini will be so proud of his son. He embodied the role perfectly. He's even sounded like a younger version of Tony Soprano. And also he's not the only actor who played Tony Soprano. Like there's also a younger actor who played Tony Soprano here. Forgot the actor's name. I think his name is William Ludwig. I couldn't remember his actual name, but William Ludwig plays like a younger version of Tony Soprano, and I kid you not, he actually reminds me of the one who plays Tony Soprano's son in on Sopranos. Like I don't know why, but he totally reminded me of the one who plays like his son in the Rich Sopranos. But I thought he nailed it. Like I never seen this kid in anything before. I'm guessing this is like his first feature or something. But I thought he was great as a younger version of Tony Soprano. I mean, he definitely looked like a younger version as well. I mean, he's not obviously related to James or anything like that, but still, he was great. Uh, Vera Farmiga as Tony Soprano's mother was terrific. I mean, she embodied that accent perfectly. Like, her use like talking like a Jersey housewife was perfect right there. Uh, Anyway, you also had Nick Vallelonga was also in this as well. Leslie Odom Jr. was also great. Uh, yeah, you had some really solid cast members in this. I mean, this is also maybe one of the best gangster movies I've seen in recent years. I mean, it's been like you don't really see it like back in the days they always did all awesome gangster movies, whether it's like Goodfellas, The Untouchables, The Godfather, obviously. But I mean, most recently they had some really decent one. Like The Irishman was pretty good. Gotti was not good. We don't talk about that one. But this is maybe one of the best gangster movies I've seen in years. Maybe the best gangster movie, maybe since Casino. Like I said, The Irishman was good. There was also The Party and everything like that. But I would say now this is the best gangster movie we've ever had since Casino. And this actually did feel like a Martin Scorsese film, by the way. I don't know why. Like, I literally got a Martin Scorsese vibe from this film. I don't know, maybe because of the gangster aspect, maybe because Ray Liotta's in it, and he was, of course, in Goodfellas. But this definitely, like, I was trying to look see if maybe Martin Scorsese, like, did anything, like, maybe wrote something or even was an executive producer. He was not involved in this at all, but it just felt so much like Martin Scorsese. But that aside, this movie is definitely so terrific, so well done. Of, of course, it was pretty cool to hear the Sopranos theme song at the end. I thought that was really cool. I mean, if you love the Sopranos, you'll definitely love the show. And you know what? Even if you haven't even seen the Sopranos, I think you'll still get a kick out of this movie. And if you even see this movie, it'll actually make you want to go watch The Sopranos or even rewatch. I mean, HBO literally had a whole Sopranos marathon all week, by the way. Each day, it seemed like they were pulling out Sopranos left and right. The show still holds up. I still hate when they always cut you black all the time, but that aside, uh, and spoiler, they do not cut you black in this film, so that's pretty cool. But that aside, if you guys have not seen The Man Stays in Newark, go watch it. It's on HBO Max, but you know what? Watch this thing in theaters. This definitely is meant to be seen on a big screen. Anyway, let me leave you guys. Did you have a chance to check out The Man Stays in Newark? If so, what's the story? Were you a fan of it? Were you not a fan of it? Were you ever a fan of The Sopranos? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This is Simon signing out.